there's an article in The Intercept, and it's entitled "Trump Makes America Goldman's Again." And watch this. So this is by John Swartz, and he talks about how no matter who wins the election, Goldman Sachs wins the election. Okay, so during the campaign, Donnie Tynahands was giving lip service to he was against Wall Street and Goldman Sachs. And then as soon as he got elected as Anthony Scaramucci, a hedge fund manager and a top advisor to Trump, as well as a former Goldman Sachs banker himself, put it Thursday, I think the cabal against the bankers is over. Oh, you think? Get this, the director of Trump's National Economic Council will be Gary Cohn, the president and chief operating officer of Goldman Sachs. Meanwhile, Trump's pick for Treasury Secretary is Steve Mnuchin, a one-time Goldman Sachs partner whose father was also a Goldman Sachs partner. Steve Bannon, Trump's chief strategist, also once worked for Goldman. Of course, a Hillary Clinton win would have been a victory for Goldman Sachs also. She was paid $675,000 by Goldman for 3 speeches, had previously received large campaign donations from Blankfein, and her son-in-law runs a hedge fund whose investors include Blankfein.
Blankfein's the CEO of Goldman
Sachs. Of Goldman Sachs, yes. Okay, I should point that out. So this is a pretty good take. There's more. Do you want me to go? There's more to this. Yeah. Goldman Sachs also won the election in 2008 and 2012. Barack Obama received more money from Goldman Sachs employees than any other corporation. Tim Geithner, Obama's first Treasury Secretary, was the protege of one-time Goldman co-chair Robert Rubin. Obama's Justice Department never went after Goldman criminally, despite the copious evidence from a Senate investigation that it had broken the law. Before that, Goldman won the election in 2000 and 2004. George W. Bush plucked Hank Paulson directly from Goldman, where Paulson was chairman and CEO, to be his Treasury Secretary. Paulson then oversaw the huge Wall Street bailout that kept Goldman from collapsing, so it could later make Blankfein a billionaire, with help from former Goldman banker Neil Kashkari. And they were just 2 of the voluminous numbers of Goldmanites staffing the Bush administration.
Well, that's it, though, Jimmy. That's as far back as it
goes. As far
Goldman
back
wasn't
as
win. That's when Goldman started winning, right?
Well, let me see. Goldman's 1992 and 1996 victories manifested themselves when the president before Bush, Billy Clinton, made Rubin his Treasury Secretary. And he played a central role in the repeal of Glass-Steagall, a Depression-era banking law that separated commercial and investment banking. During the 2008, Goldman took advantage of the absence of Glass-Steagall to turn itself into a bank holding company, giving it additional access to lending from the Federal Reserve. Goldman Sachs stock has gone up 33% in value since the 2016 election, and Lloyd Blankfein himself is purring like a kitten. Trump, he says, is not, quote, dangerous, and I'm not pessimistic at all because he won. Mr. Trump may turn out to be a much better president than anyone else might have been in that place. This is Hillary Clinton's buddy giving praise to Donnie Tynahands Trump as he's going to be better than Hillary Clinton was. And here's the last thing I'll read to you. What about the direct personal attacks on Donald Trump?
No, on Blankfein.
On Blankfein.
By Donald Trump.
By Donald Trump. Thank you. That was the rhetoric in the heat of the political battle. I didn't take this personally. This is quite a contrast with Blankfein's perspective on Bernie Sanders' denunciation of him this spring, which he said was dangerous.
It was dangerous.
That's when Bernie said, and he's right.
It was a danger to him.
Yes. It was a danger to Lloyd Blankfein, CEO of Goldman Sachs. So they've been winning every election since 1992 with Bill sold out the liberal class, Clinton, and then with George Bush, now with Barack Obama, and now with Donnie Tynahands.
Yeah, they're the Harlem Globetrotters, and the American people are the Washington Generals.
Oh, that's a great way to put it.
They're going to win either way, no matter what, ahead of time. It's all planned for them to win.
Yeah, so heads they win, tails they win. If Mitt Romney would have won, they won. Barack Obama wins, they win. John McCain wins, doesn't matter. They win. They're running, and you want to know why we live in the richest country in the world and half the country is poor. It happens when the banks run economies. This has happened in the past. It happened in the 1800s. It happened every 20 years in the 1800s. They would crash the economy. And it wasn't until FDR that we got some banking regulations. And then for 70 years, we had really calm banking until Bill Jagoff Clinton came along and repealed the New Deal banking regulations and staffed a whole goddamn thing. So here we are. This is why we're in the situation. And why don't people vote for Democrats? Because there's no point to vote for Democrats. They're not the opposition party anymore. There's no opposition party in America.